All right. First off, welcome. This is Meteorology 12 here at San Jose State. The course is called Global Warming, Science and Solutions. This meets your Area B physical science requirement. And even more importantly, this covers a really, really important topic that is very misleading, and I think there's a lot of confusion about it, and I think a lot of people are just overwhelmed with it. And one of my biggest goals in this course is going to be to demystify climate change for you, and hopefully leave you in 16 weeks with a better idea of what's going on and what we can do about it. So welcome. I'm really excited to have you here, regardless of what brought you here, whether it was a friend recommending the class, a counselor recommending a class, the academic version of Yelp, aka Rate My Professors, recommending the class. I am really glad you're here. So that being said, this welcome video is just going to be a brief video where I introduce a little bit about the class, introduce a little bit about myself, show you the course webpage and how to navigate it, and get you off to a good start. So let's jump in. First off, let me just say just a little bit about myself. So my name is Terrence Mullins. I'm fine with people just calling me Terrence. If you're not comfortable with that, Mr. Mullins works as well. I don't have a PhD, so no need to call me Dr. Mullins. And any of those work really fine, though. But a little bit about me. I hail from Long Beach, California, from Southern California. I always tell people that that's the home of Sublime, Snoop Dogg, and the one beach you actually don't want to go swimming in because it sucks. There's a big reason why. I'm currently a full-time tenured professor at De Anza College, teaching meteorology there. I actually just wrote this same course and I'm now offering it over there. So I'm really excited to do that. And I've been given the opportunity to also teach here at San Jose State, which is my alma mater for my master's degree. A little bit about my education. I have a double associate's from Long Beach City College, a double bachelor's degree from Cal State Long Beach. And then I moved up here to San Jose, got my master's in meteorology from San Jose State. And the truth is, while getting my master's degree, I kind of got to get my hands dirty with a lot of different things. I did field research, I did weather forecasting, I did sitting behind a computer and programming research, and I did all kinds of stuff. But the one thing I found I loved doing more than anything else was getting in a classroom and geeking out about this stuff with students. And so I hope that that enthusiasm, that energy that I have for this material just drips off of me throughout this course and also infects you. I guess maybe that's not the right word to use during COVID, but I hope that this is contagious. Because even though there's some really scary stuff we're going to be talking about, there's also some really cool stuff, in my opinion, that we're going to be talking about in this class. After I finished my education, I moved back to Southern California and was an adjunct part-time professor at a handful of community colleges where I dabbled with practically every earth science imaginable. I taught oceanography, I taught geology, I taught a smidgen of astronomy. I did get to teach some meteorology. But then 4 years ago, I got the job opportunity of a lifetime to come back up here, and I've been here ever since. So that's a little bit about me. For this week's discussion, I'm going to have you all mention one uninteresting thing about yourself. And my one uninteresting thing is that when I tie my shoes, I still use the rabbit ears technique. So that's my uninteresting thing. So that's that as far as who I am. Let's talk a little bit about the course really quickly. So climate change is an oftentimes misunderstood but very serious topic. And in fact, I think even the name of this class is somewhat misleading because it's called Global Warming, Science and Solutions. You'll find out in Module 1 that I consider global warming to be a misleading term simply because not everywhere on Earth is warming at the same amount. And we'll talk about why that is in this course. We'll talk about many of the signals of global warming, things like carbon dioxide concentrations and how they've changed over time. Some of the symptoms of global warming, ice melting, um, weather patterns changing, just general average temperatures getting warmer and warmer and warmer. We'll talk about how we know this, what we did to get to these conclusions, and then we'll spend quite a bit of the course talking about what to do about it. So really, in essence, this course is about our warming world. And obviously, it's not literally on fire. Well, I guess it depends on where you live. There are many places that literally have been on fire. But yeah, this course is about our warming world. So here are some of the do's and don'ts for the course. The first one, there is a textbook for this course. That's the bad news. The good news is it is a free textbook, and we will be using it, I don't want to say scarcely, but we will be using it not intensely. The book is Climate Change, Causes, Consequences, and Solutions by Arnold Bloom of UC Davis. He's an environmental science teacher over at UC Davis. It's available for free at this link here. This link's also in the syllabus, as well as on the course homepage. One thing I'd like you to do before we jump into content next week is take a moment and kind of skim it a little bit. Take a look and see how to navigate it, read the how to dance section, and just get a sense for how the book looks like. One thing I do want to warn you though is as you're skimming it, you may see sections that are super mathy and lots of graphs and lots of crazy stuff like that. We're not going to do all that. We're going to keep it pretty simple in this class. So no sweat there. So don't worry about that. This class is merely qualitative and much more conceptual. So it's not going to be like a big, tons of math, crazy advanced stuff in this class. So I don't want you to see any of that, feel like, what the hell did I sign up for, and run away. It won't be that bad, I promise you. So this is the part of the first day of class usually that I would stand up and I would read through the syllabus and bore you to death with that. I do expect you to read the syllabus. It is a bit long, but that's just because there's some extra appendices in the back that are more for reference than anything. But I do want you to have read it, at least skim it, know the main points and so on. But here's a quick TLDR. What can you expect of me? The first thing you can expect of me is to be prepared. So I can't promise I'm going to have modules posted 3 weeks in advance, especially when this is a course that I'm just now developing in an asynchronous environment. So there's a lot of flying the plane as I'm building it. That being said, I've taught this course many times. Translating it to an online environment is the biggest challenge, but it's also something that I've gotten pretty good at because of COVID. So you can expect to have every module prepared on time, with the exception of module 0. Modules will post at 12 a.m. every Saturday and will be due the following Friday. A little bit different than a lot of other teachers. The reason why is I found that a lot of students will wait till that last minute. And if I make that due on a Sunday, Sundays tend to be a wild card, even during COVID times. Depending on what's going on, I'm not usually as readily available on Sundays as I would be on Fridays. So that's kind of why I do it like that. I know it's a little weird. But that being said, if there's ever a delay in getting a module posted, I will post and say, hey, this last video is taking a little long to compile. It won't be ready till tomorrow afternoon or something like that. If that happens, I will make an announcement and I will provide an extension. I'm not going to shorten your time to do the module. Next thing, to be friendly and approachable. That's actually really important to me. That's not just something I want to say and kind of sound generic in saying it. The reality is that a key element of being successful is reaching out for help. I don't want you to feel like you can't come to me for help. I would rather you ask me the most basic question in the world. If it helps you understand this content, please do it. Please do it. The only bad questions in this class are the questions that aren't answered. Expect me to be excited about what we're talking about. As I mentioned, this is some pretty crazy stuff, but it's actually some pretty interesting stuff too. And stuff that I'm really passionate about. To treat everyone fairly and professionally, that's big for me as well. I don't ever want any of you to think that I'm doing something to put you at a disadvantage over somebody else. If you feel that way at any time, please let me know and we can figure out what's going on. To make this a safe and enjoyable learning environment. I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel respected. I want you to feel valid in my classroom. And I'm going to be working hard to make sure that that happens. And then finally, eager to see you learn and grow. I've learned the hard way that for most students, their goal is an A. That's what they want. That's what they're here for. They're here for the A. I will do whatever I can to help you get to that A. But as a teacher, my biggest interest is not getting you an A. My biggest interest is giving you an education, giving you something that you can take with you from this class. And so my personal teaching philosophy is, if you're willing to help me and let me give you that education, I'm going to help you and let you get that A. So just know that I try to be very flexible. I try to be very, very approachable. I try to be somebody who you don't ever have to feel afraid to come to. And I will tell you right now, the students who do reach out and try to get help are always wildly successful. So here's what I expect from you. First off, to be here. To be here. And what I mean by that is, in an online asynchronous class, it's so easy to just kind of autopilot it. Don't check it all throughout the week. Don't look at any announcements. Don't do anything like that. And then Friday comes, the module's due, you start at 10 o'clock, and your browser breaks down, or Canvas is buggy, or something like that. I want to urge you to be on the course webpage and be engaging with these assignments at least twice a week. That way, if you do run into an issue, if there's something you're stuck or confused on, you can reach out to me and I'll have adequate time to get back to you. If you reach out to me 10:30 Friday night, an hour and a half before the assignment's due, I can't guarantee I'm going to get back to you on time. I'm not going to be blowing you off, but I also can't guarantee I'm going to be back to you on time. Second thing, to be present, not just here. This is definitely for the discussion questions. In this class, you'll do a discussion roughly every week. I want to urge you, really take advantage of that time. That is an opportunity to engage with other students in the class, to ask questions, maybe something doesn't make sense, to help answer questions, to participate. It's also a great place to learn how to collaborate with others. And you are okay with I'm okay with you collaborating with others. The only time you can't are on quizzes and exams. To be eager to learn and willing to allow yourself to make some mistakes. One of the hardest things for me is when a student comes up to me having gotten an 85 or an 86 or an 87, and they're either mad at themselves or they're mad at me. Know right now, I am going to bake a lot of forgiveness in the grade in this class. So be okay with getting less than a perfect score every single assignment. There will be many assignments you do in this class that are just completion, you did it, full credit. Others are going to be a little bit more scrutinized. And I will continue to sort of explain which ones are scrutinized, which ones aren't. But just know, if you get something wrong, that's okay. There will be opportunities to improve. Own your learning. The other thing I'll say is, as a college class, I am the least important person in your journey in this course. What you are doing in this course is going to be a product of your time and your energy. To be respectful of your classmates and your instructor. When I'm looking at discussion posts, saying things that are critical, harsh, disrespectful to other students won't be tolerated. Also, if there's ever an instance where a student says something disrespectful to you, I need to know about it so I can address it. And if I catch somebody doing that, I will reach out to them and address it as well. I am not afraid to get the school involved if the situation escalates. And then finally, to be academically honest, there is no need to plagiarize in this class. There is no need to plagiarize in this class. If you feel like that is your only resort, that's the only thing you can resort to, please come talk to me. Like, that is not what I want you to do. Don't take credit for someone else's work either. You can work together, but you still have to submit your own work in your own words, because I need to know what you know, because then I can provide you helpful feedback. So help me help you with that. But also know that if you do steal someone else's work, I will crack down on that. That's not to be mean, that's just to be honest. And the last thing I'll say, when in doubt, cite, cite, cite. I don't care what format you use, but cite. So a little bit about the grade. So this course is split up into 12 modules. All but module 0, that's this initial module, will have a module activity, a module discussion, and a module quiz. Module discussions will be worth 100 points, or will be worth 10 points a pop, equaling 100 points. Module activities will also each be worth 10 points a pop and equaling 100 points. Module quizzes, 10 points a pop, worth 100 points. The course project, I know when you hear the word project, it's easy to freak out. Don't worry, it's not that bad. Is worth 100 points. And then there will be 2 or 3 midterms in this class. Each one's worth 100. I will drop your lowest midterm. And the final exam, also worth 100 points. That one I won't drop. But that gives you a total of 700 points in this class. And the way I grade it is a straight 90, 80, 70, 60 scale. 90 is an A, 80 is a B, but I do have 2 exceptions. Exception number 1, if you are 2 percentage points away from the next grade, I will give you a minus grade. So an 88 is an A minus, 78 is a B minus. The other thing I do is I make a 65 a C and a 55 a D. And really the idea behind that is that if you're coming, you're putting in the effort, you're taking the time, I don't want this class to be something that crushes you. All right? The next thing, each one of these modules will have lecture videos, demonstration videos, and so on. And I want to encourage you to take notes while you're watching them. There are a few resources that I will post in each module that can help you with that. Each module, with the exception of module 0, because there won't be a quiz, and this is all we're talking about, we'll have a module review sheet, and then lectures, both a regular just PDF with the lecture slides on it, and a second one with lecture slides with blanks on them, just so you can follow along if you want to. Those tools are completely optional for you to use, but please take advantage of them. Next thing, please take notes in a format that you're comfortable with. I don't tell people you have to take Cornell notes, or you have to take these kind of notes, or those kind of notes. Take them in a format you are comfortable with. And then there are some popular note-taking strategies I listed here. And I will post this PowerPoint so you'll have it as well. And then finally, pro tip, do not try to copy every word from my slides. This is more important for like a synchronous class where we're meeting on Zoom. Obviously, this isn't one of those kind of classes, but if you try to copy every single word from my slides down, you're going to find yourself getting frustrated really quickly. Jot down the main points and know that everything else will be on Canvas. And if there's something you need that isn't on Canvas, please let me know. And with that said, if you're feeling overwhelmed at any time in this course, whether it's a quiz that you're really stressed about or an activity that you feel like, whoa, I'm really struggling with this, please, please, please let me know. I am here and I am happy to help you. I will not let you drown as long as you are willing to reach out to me. All right. So that's it for the do's and don'ts. One more moment. I'll just take a quick moment and just give you a super brief overview of the course webpage. And then that'll be it. All right. So let's switch over. Here's the course webpage. This is our home page. I will be hitting publish the moment that I finish recording this video. And this is everything you'll need will be on this home page. So what I have here is a little introduction, module navigation, all of the do's and don'ts you need for the class right here. And then a link to every module will be here on the left-hand side. This is in addition to the course navigation up here. And what I will do is, as a new module posts, I will post a new link here. All right. So for example, if you click on module 0, for whatever reason it's, oh, there it is. This will take you to the modules page and you click on module 0. And it tells you everything you need to know for the module, all of the information, what week it represents, the deadline for it, and then a list of objectives, the things I want you to get out of the module, and then finally, what you should be doing during this module. The only thing that's not here yet is the link to the welcome video because I'm recording it right now. And then what you can actually do is click next, and it will take you to the lecture videos. And then any assignments, the discussion forum, it's locked right now because I'm recording this before the course begins. And then the same thing with the module activity. So that's the home page. Everything you need will be here. The syllabus will be here. Every time I post a new module, it'll be here. Plus all of the nuts and bolts of the modules, if you scroll down, they will also be here. They will also be here. All right, so that's everything you need to know for this class. As far as getting started, so for this week, the only things you need to do are the module 2 stuff. Make your post in the discussion forum. So for the discussion forums, I expect you to make 2 posts. One, an initial post, your response to the question, and 2, a comment on someone else's post. So make sure you do that. You need to make your first post by Wednesday, February. Sorry, my dates are a little messed up. February 6th, or yeah, February 6th, sorry. So by Wednesday, February 6th, you need to make your first module post, your first discussion post, and then you'll make a reply no later than that Friday. The other thing that you need to do is the module 0 activity, and that is a Jamboard. So what you do is you'll click on it. In fact, let me show you how it looks real quick. Let me actually switch over here to show you how it looks. Okay. Here we go. Go all the way back to the first page. Sorry, give me 1 second. And here it is. So there are 10 questions on this Jamboard. And what you will do is you'll go over here You'll click a sticky note and then just quickly write down your answer to each one of these 10 questions. So for the first question, you put that here. Put it anywhere you can on the Jamboard. If you need extra room, that's okay. Just don't delete anybody else's response. And then go to the second question and post a new sticky to answer that one. And there are, okay, and then every person will do that. And as long as you did that, you get full credit for the first activity. All right, so that's everything in terms of the do's and don'ts. Welcome. It's going to be a great course this semester. Really excited to have you. All right, I will see you all very soon. I look forward to meeting all of you. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me anytime you have questions or need any help. That's it. Welcome, and I'll see you soon.